Yeah.
Start with the attacks from the mount.
Okay.
Begin with the frustrating uke. That's the guy on the bottom. Of course, he has his elbows in tight, keeps me out of the armpits, which would afford me greater leverage. Common attack or common attempt to attack from the bottom is to push on the chest. All I have to do is push out and swim, establish base with my hands. He keeps putting his hands back, and one hand at a time. I just keep reestablishing my base, letting my weight go forward. Not using muscle, but using my body weight. Now from here, you might decide to push on my legs. I simply hook a leg up. Hook up my hands underneath, pop his arms off. I don't grip around the wrist, but thumbs to the outside, just hook and pop. As soon as he applies pressure, I just push it off. Most people will get tired within about 60 seconds of beginning this type of thing. Third thing you might try to do is push on my hips. I push the hands across. If he tries to grab my belt and I push this way, it's not going to negate the grip. But if I go this way, the hands are forced to release. It tends to untie my belt, but I can live with that. All right. And let me fix that back. Now, to counter and reverse get on top, what he needs to do is actually grab my belt with both hands, get a good tight grip. Regardless of what I do now, I can't stop him from countering. He gets both feet in tight. One foot hooks over the outside of one of my ankles. Yes, that's the direction we'll go. From here, he'll bridge upward onto both shoulders. And since he's hooked this ankle, he'll put it, after he's bridged onto both shoulders, he will then shift his weight onto this shoulder, and I will go that way. Me on top, and then he'll be in my guard. And go. And I'm in the guard. What I want to do is cross my ankles behind him if he's facing me. If he's facing away from me, I want to uncross my ankles. Alright? Let's say for the sake of argument that I'm being foolish and I keep my ankles crossed. He reaches across and pins one of my arms. There we go. Then he turns onto his side, facing upward as much as he can. He throws his lower leg over, that's it. He will keep the other knee on the ground, there we go. Crosses over and pushes his hips forward, that's it. That's a leg breaker. The other thing he can do, he can pick one foot up. Then he picks the other foot up, gets his feet as far forward as possible, sits down, really hot, squat down, squat down, squat down. Yeah, see where your knees end up now? There we go. And from here, he can simply secure an ankle and go for an ankle lock. That's it. Or he can pass the guard. Pass on this side. There we go. He wants to pin an arm. Pin an arm. Okay, you should have gone down to one knee. Okay, back up. That's why I didn't want you to stand all the way up.
Oh, okay.
In the beginning. Alright, I didn't say stand up, I just said put your feet forward. Put your feet.
Okay.
Squat down. Squat down. Now, see where you put your knees? Alright. If you bend up, if you straighten up, I've got room to get my legs around you. If you squatting down, you've got my legs pinched. Okay? So even if I'm around you, if you pinch your legs, then yeah, gives you much better leverage. Alright? Then when you pin an arm, okay, and then pass around, drop this knee, drop this knee, drop this knee. Okay.
Too soon?
Too soon. Okay. There we go. That's better. And keep going. Back up a little bit. What you want to keep in mind, I want you to get up to your squat position. Okay, you're having a hard time getting around you. Okay, he pins the arm. Pins an arm. Okay, he drops a knee. Drop that same knee. There we go. Brings the arm underneath. From here, he's using this leg, the one that's on the ground, to push my leg up towards my head. If my legs aren't crossed, they will be in a minute. Or if my legs are crossed now, they will be uncrossed. Once he pushes them this far, then he comes around the legs. There we go. And he gets into the cross mount. Okay, from the cross mount, several things he can do. The ones that seem to work best. If he moves his hands up around my head and then shoots a leg underneath for Katame. That's it. Move your hands up. Get established base on the ground first. There we go. Pick that foot up. Shoot under. Shoot under. Shoot under. There we go. And get your Kesa. That's it. All right. Back to the cross mount. Okay. What he can also do is go into Jiu-Jitsu. From here, he would pin this arm. Okay. That's it. Comes outside that arm. There we go. Pins it to him. Gets his weight forward. Put your weight onto this hand. There we go. Then you can swing your other leg around the head. Go. It's close. You got away from me though. Okay. Let's swap roles.
Hi, sir.
I'm going to go back to the mount, and I'm going to move into your guard. Okay. A couple other attacks from the mount while I'm here. I can have one foot up, doesn't matter which one. Okurieri, cross collar choke. Open up the collar first. Get the hand in deep. You can have this grip or this one. Okay. Reach under and establish the other grip. Then I put my head forward to get my weight off my hands and then apply pressure. The idea is to drop this elbow. That's what I want to do in order to shut off the windpipe.
Okay.
Also, from here, I can slip an arm under his head. I'll slip this arm. I'll go this way. It's easier to see.
Okay.
From here, I'll reach over, get the elbow. That's it, and it takes the airway about that fast. I drop this elbow onto the trachea. Cuts off the windpipe. Trachea is the windpipe. Cuts off the oxygen to the brain. Okay, also from here, he'll put hands up. If he puts hands up again, keep one hand on the inside, move the other one to the outside. I'll go this way. Put weight onto this foot, shift this foot upwards. Weight is on my hands. I bring my other leg around his head.